Alright, next lesson, multiplying polynomials. So first thing that we're going to talk about is being able to multiply two binomials. So what I mean by that is having something like 2x plus 3 and 3x plus 5. We're going to use this method called FOIL. And the word FOIL spells out our steps. So the first one is first. So we're going to take the first term in each of our binomials and multiply them. So 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 2 is x squared. Then we do outside. So the outside. Outside is 2x times 5, which is 10x. Then you do inside. So 3 times 3x, which is 9x. And then last, but not least, is whatever is last. So you've got your 3 and your 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. The next step after you do this is to combine like terms. So we would take the two middle terms and add them together. So your final answer is going to be 6x squared plus 19x plus 15. So like I did in the last step that I just showed you, is I combine like terms. So anytime you have just x terms or x squared terms, you add them together, that's how you get your middle term. So now you have a trinomial, so 3 different terms. Alright, so here's 2 to try in your room. So why don't you pause the video for a minute, and when you come back, I'll go over them. Alright, so again, we're going to start by using FOIL. So first, we're going to go 3 times d, so we get 3d squared. Then 3d times 6 plus 18d. Next, 2 times d, which is going to be plus 2d. Then last, 2 times 6 plus 12. Okay. So now we're going to take and do what? Yes, exactly. We're going to take those like terms and we're going to add them together. So we're going to take that 2d and 18d and add them together. So in the end, you're going to get 3d squared plus 20d plus 12. Alright, next one. Same as the last time. We're going to do first. So 4 times 4 is going to be 16x squared. Then next we go 4x times 3 plus 12x. Then negative 3 times 4x minus 12x. And then last, negative 3 times positive 3, which is, that's right, negative or minus 9. So when we combine like terms in the middle, they cancel out. So you're left with 16x squared minus 9. Alright, so again, we're just going to look at this problem and we're going to answer the question. Is the problem below solved correctly using the FOIL method? So let's check. So we've got our first terms. So those are being multiplied. Then you got your outer terms, which are being multiplied. Then inside, negative 5x and 4x. And last, negative 5 times 6. Let's go through and make sure they multiplied correctly. 3 times 4 is 12. X times x is x squared. 3 times 6 is 18, so we tack on that x. Negative 5 times 4 is negative 20x. And then minus 30. Combine your like terms. Right? Positive 18x minus 20x is not positive 2x. So the answer is no. They did not solve this problem correctly. So your next example, you're literally just taking your 2x and multiplying it by each term of the second set of parentheses, and then doing the same thing with the 5. So let's do this out. It's going to be a pretty long problem to start out with, but once we combine like terms, it'll condense. So 2x times 3x squared, 6x cubed. 2x times negative 4x is negative 8x. And then we've got 2x times negative 1 minus 2x. Next, Next, you're going to take your 5 and multiply it by 3x squared, so 15x squared. Then 5 times negative 4 minus 20x. And then 5 times negative 1 minus 5. Okay, combining like terms again. So I just want to go back and look at one thing, and I realize that 2x times negative 4x is negative 8x squared. Just want to make sure that I fix that now. So there are no other x squared, or x cubes. So you're going to have 6x cubed as your first term. You have negative 8x squared and positive 15x squared. So we're going to combine like terms and get positive 7x squared. We're then going to take our negative 2x and negative 20x squared, or negative 20, and add it to be negative 22x. And last but not least, we just say we minus the 5. Alright, last one. So why don't you guys try this out on your own, and we'll go over it next time we see each other.